It's my pleasure to welcome Nebyate.
All right, I was a little nervous, but they told me I'm not going to get a grade for it, so feeling a lot better now. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Nebyate Seged, as Dean Hahn said, and I'm a chemical engineering major. And so I would first like to thank the College of Engineering for hosting this wonderful event tonight. I'd also like to thank the many donors present for their continuous support of the college and the students. And as an out-of-state student, I can firsthand tell you donors that your gifts are not only generous, but they're also life-changing. Although this university has gifted me some of my best friends, best memories, and worst grades, Arizona was never in the cards for me. Originally, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and in case you've never been to Nashville, Nashville's home to a lot of good music, it's home to a lot of good food, and if you're a college student, it's home to a lot of pretty good times. And Nashville is also home to a pretty vibrant Ethiopian community, and one that I was immersed in from my childhood. And it really hurt me to think about leaving my roots and my family behind. So I committed to staying home, staying close, and going to school in Nashville. And so the funny part about being 17 is you have all the confidence to make a plan, but you have none of the experience to know that life never works out according to yours. So long story short, I did not end up going to school in Nashville. And 2 months away from graduation, I had no idea where I was going to school. So I applied to the U of A, I was accepted, and I quickly saw that even with my tuition scholarship that I wasn't going to be able to afford it. And then something miraculous happened. My bursar account had a new scholarship pending. And then another one, and then another one, and then another one. Until ultimately, it was cheaper for me to move out west than it was to stay in Tennessee. Now, the obvious decision was to go to Arizona, but the less obvious decision was what to study. And so growing up, I loved taking things apart. Sorry, Mom. And I love problem solving. You're welcome, Dad. And math and chemistry were my strong suits in high school. So I heard chemical engineers in general made some pretty good coin out of school. And I was like, chemical engineering seems like a logical choice. Boy, was I wrong. Now, every engineer in the audience remembers the class that made them sit down and look in the mirror and ask, am I really cut out for this? And to be honest, I really didn't get my answer until I started doing research with Dr. Paul Blowers. For those of you who don't know Paul, Dr. Blowers is a university distinguished professor in the Department of Chemical and Environmental Engineering. As my fellow chemical engineers know, Paul is a collaboration-heavy professor who emphasizes having a growth mindset above all else. He was persistently optimistic. Every time I said, I actually don't think I can do that, Paul would go, you can't do that yet. And honestly, without Paul, I don't think I would have stayed in engineering. And without engineering, I don't think I would be comfortable with failure as I am today. Without engineering, I would have never been a part of the Ronald E. McNair Achievement Program, where I was allowed to network with researchers from across the nation and present our findings at the McNair Conference in Los Angeles. Without engineering, I would have never found my community on campus with the National Society of Black Engineers, or NSBE for short. Being a Black engineer also means dealing with isolation on top of challenging coursework. Sometimes it's hard to imagine yourself succeeding when you're the only drop of color in a sea of your peers. And NSBE, fortunately, introduced me to people with similar backgrounds as me, and connecting over our shared experiences, being Black in STEM, empowered me to see this degree through. Leading NSBE as president this year was a huge honor, and I'm proud to say that this year we more than doubled our chapter size, presented science demonstration to grade schoolers in the Tucson area, and are sending members to national conference in Kansas City for the first time in 5 years. So being an integral part of this university's tradition really cemented my love for Tucson and the University of Arizona. This place is honestly my home just as much as Nashville is, and I owe that to the scholarships I've received. I chose U of A, honestly, because of the skyline, the palm trees, and the weather, but I stayed at U of A because of the pride for this school, the pride for the community, and the open arms everybody here has. I was meant to be a Wildcat. I know that now. I didn't know that early on, and I'm forever grateful for the donors who made my path here possible. I owe a great debt to the University of Arizona and the College of Engineering, and hopefully one day I get to be in your shoes as well and provide scholarships to students who are coming here and trying to figure out their journey just like I was. To the donors, your support is extremely appreciated and has made a true impact on our journeys. To everybody in this room, I love this place. I hope you do too. My name is Nebyate Seged. Bear down, go Cats. Thank you, everybody.